Sup guys, this is Derek from moreplatesmoredates.com. Today we're going to be talking about the best steroids for burning fat. So this is kind of somewhat of a clickbaity title because in my opinion, well, it's actually not at all, because a lot of people, they do ask, what's the best gear for burning fat? Like, what do you use in a cut cycle? At the end of the day, steroids don't burn fat. Being in a caloric deficit, doing cardio, physically expending energy, and eating less than your body expends, that's what burns fat. The gear, the only purpose it serves is to hold onto your lean tissue while you're in a deficit. When you're in a calorie deficit, your body dips into stored energy, whether that be stored muscle protein or stored adipose tissue, to pull energy from your body in order to make up for that deficit of energy. So if you're eating 2,500 calories and your maintenance is 3,000, there's 500 calories your body is dipping into stored calories to pull that 500 calories of additional energy that you're not giving it. And typically your body's going to dip into stored body fat and muscle. But the purpose of the gear when you're in this deficit is it prevents the catabolism that would occur where your body dips into the stored muscle protein and breaks that down and breaks down physical muscle tissue for energy. And through this process, you can effectively just get your body to dip into stored fat. And that's the goal of every cut in general, is to maintain what you have. You're not trying to build additional mass. You're not trying to gain strength. You're trying to maintain what you have, and that's it. If you're trying to do more than that, then you're taking the wrong approach to cutting. You need to be getting as much fat off as possible and keeping every ounce of lean tissue and every ounce of strength in your system. And if you manage to do that, you can get shredded and maintain all your lean tissue and strength at the same time. You just did like a perfect cut, and there's nothing more you could have asked from yourself. People need to stop putting in their minds that if you're on gear, you can, build a bunch of tissue when you're not eating enough, because at the end of the day, all anabolics do is they put your body in a more conducive environment for recovery and gaining tissue when calories are present. If you don't have those nutrients to actually physically recover and be in a surplus simultaneously, all the anabolics you're going to do is retain what you have, and that's the whole purpose of them in a cut. So as far as which ones burn fat the best, none of them burn fat the best. Some of them are DHT derivatives, so they have a side effect of, a conditioning the muscle look, which makes you appear leaner than you actually are. Or some hold sub-Q water more than others, so they make you appear like you're softer and more bloated than others are. At the end of the day, all these compounds are still holding onto your muscle tissue though. It's just the appearance of your body composition that's going to differ depending on which compound you're on. So this is why when people say, oh, like Deca D-Bol, those are like good, bulking compounds. You could cut on D-Bol and Deca if you wanted to. You're just going to hold more water than you would if you were on, Masteron and Tren. That's just the way these drugs work in your body. It has nothing to do with, D-Bol packs on more fat than, Anavar. Anavar is not going to burn fat off you. If you're still eating like shit, you're going to get fat on Anavar. If you eat like crap, you're going to get fat on Tren. I don't know any of these guys that say, oh, like eat whatever you want on Tren, you won't get fat. That's like the furthest thing from the truth. If you overeat, you're going to get fat regardless if you're on Tren, T3, like whatever you're on. So keep this in mind, guys. When people talk about cutting compounds, these compounds are cutting compounds not because they burn fat. It's because the way they make your muscle appear cosmetically, it enhances the look you get as you lose body fat. Things like Masteron, things like Winstrol, things like Proviron, things like Halotestin. These things all increase the grainy, dry detail you get in your muscle as you lose that body fat. Things like EQ that increase your red blood cell count significantly. It increases vascularity, but is EQ a cutting compound because it cranks your red blood cell count through the roof and increases your vascularity as a side effect? Like, no, it's not. It's just enhancing the look of your physique and making it appear more cut. But in reality, it's just the way the drug works in your body that contributes to a look that is complementary to a shredded physique. It's not going to make you like shredded just because you're on those compounds. It's just going to contribute to the look you get once you've reached that lower level of body fat and enhance the, cosmetic kind of aesthetic appearance of your physique. So keep that in mind. Big misconception that I hear a lot. Anyway, hope you guys like that one. Please like, subscribe, comment. Check out my blog, moreplatesmoredates.com. Subscribe there. Talk to you guys soon.